If you're suffering with hand and wrist pain, here are some tips I'm going to share with you to improve your workspace. Now, I'm sure you've seen it all. I'm going to share with you what works and what doesn't work. My name is Huang. I'm an occupational therapist and certified hand therapist. And usually by the time people find me, they have already transformed their workspace and they're like, the shit don't work. Right? So your wrist and hand hurts. Then you're like, oh, let me make sure that my workspace is aligned. So what does alignment mean? You can stand, you can sit, it really doesn't matter, but your alignment is going to be key. Meaning you want your arms to be by your side, and this is your humerus to your forearm. You want it at a 90-degree angle, right? So most people are like, la la la, I already have my screen set up so it's right in front of me, right? So you don't want it to the side. You don't want to be looking and then typing like that. You want your screen to be directly in front, and then you want to be typing with your arms like this. I don't know about you. I can't keep that position. I work on my laptop and my desk is a certain way, and so it's hard to kind of constantly be in that perfect position, what they call ergonomically correct, right? So if that works well for you, great. I've worked with people who have wrist pain, hand numbness. They get the right keyboard, right? They get the keyboard that's split. They get the gel pad that sits under here, and they try that out. They get the mouse that's ergonomic. So instead of having a little mouse, their mouse is turned to the side, right? And so then they can use that. So if you're typing here, then your mouse is not that far away. So the thing is your arm, they're meant to move and they're meant to do a lot for you. When it comes to making sure your workspace is good so that you can minimize hand and wrist pain, all of those things work, right? The correct table, the table that goes up and down, so you're changing positions, your screen is in a certain way, your arm position is in a certain way, you got all the smart stuff, and you're wondering why your shit still hurts, why is your wrist and hand still hurting? And a lot of that, believe it or not, by the time people come into me, you can find all those ergonomic videos telling you to be straight or whatever, but posture is a habit, and we have to have the habit of being in an upright position, but we also need to be able to move in a down position, right? You need to be able to move. I think that's what I'm trying to get at. But instead of just working on that and making sure that that helps you, there's a couple other things that you can do, and most of it is just about moving your spine. So this is your thoracic spine, right? So from where your ribs are to where your collarbone is, to where your neck is, this is your thoracic spine. And your thoracic spine is supposed to be able to bend, and it's supposed to be able to extend, right? It's supposed to be able to turn and rotate. And a lot of times that shit's missing if we're constantly in this position where we have to stay straight. So instead of just thinking about transforming your space, so you have a table that goes up and down, so you have the gel pad for your wrist, the mouse for your hands, think about moving. I know that you've probably seen a million videos that tell you just move your spine. Let me show you 2 ways in which I move mine. I stand up and I put my hand, let me see if I can show you. You can put your hand like this, right? So stand up nice and straight. Don't just be slouched to one side or another. You can put your hands at your waist. So you see the C cup right here, right? Or if you're more advanced, you would put your hands back here. See, your hip is actually down here. This is your lower back, but your hip is right here. So think about putting your hands back here like this, and then bringing your hips forward. I have a whole nother video on that. You should look at my YouTube channel, but it's probably for under something related to the shoulder. But look at the position of my wrist. To be able to put it like this, it's stretching your wrist at the same time it's stretching your elbow. So think about pushing your hips forward. Oh my God, I'm a little tight because I've been sitting, right? So you can put it and you can push your hips forward. There's a couple of nuances to that, but that's a really, really great way of preventing hand and wrist pain. I call it a standing extension. Most of the time when people come to me, they have a really hard time doing that. So if you find this video before that might help you. If it hurts something else and there's a little something else going on, I would advise you to go find yourself a trusted occupational therapist, certified hand therapist that will take a look at everything and say, like, where is that coming from? Because that's the other thing. If you're focused on the wrong places, you might not get any relief, right? So that's a really good one to get started with. And pay attention to wherever you're having problems with, because that's really great information to tell your therapist. The other thing is I like to do rotation. Hands on your chest, relax your shoulders. Some people are like this all day and you wonder why your shit hurts. It's because you're so tight, right? So hands on your chest, and it's just so that you're not moving it instead of your actual spine, right? So hands on your chest. If you can't keep your hands on your chest, then the other place you can do is hand on your belly. But you want to sit for it because you don't want your hips to move. You want just this part to move, right? So hands on your chest, and then twist to one side or twist to the other side. I tend to teach my students and my patients to move into ease versus restriction. So move into the yummy side, move into the yummy direction versus the yucky direction. And it's just because when you move into a lot of pain, your body's gonna respond to it, and then it's gonna like not know how to deal with it, and it's gonna tighten up in other places. So it's just a methodology that I use. If you want to do that, 2 sets of 10 into the yummy direction and see how it might loosen you up. So those are my 2 biggest things that you can do that's going to help you prevent your hand and wrist from hurting. Hand and wrist pain is a little bit more complex than just stretching or whatever and buying new shit for your computer. Really, instead of waiting until it hurts so bad where you feel like you're having a hard time working, by the time people come to me, they're losing work. They can't pick up whatever shifts or whatever jobs because their hands and wrists hurt, and then they're at risk for surgery. So I'm telling you, just in case you find this video before then, this is a great way to not only transform your workspace, it's really about transforming your body so that you can work better and not have hand and wrist pain. If this video has helped you or it's creating more questions, by all means, feel free to leave me a comment. I cannot provide personalized medical information. This is for educational purposes only, but when you leave me comments and questions, I can make more videos like this that can help guide you towards getting the kind of help that you need. Again, my name is Huang. My clinic is located in Miami, Florida, Hands-On Therapy Services. If you need my help, my link's below. And I hope this video helps you.